Philippines, Tzu Chi volunteers hand out rice and aid supplies to needy residents in Bacoor City. We meet former Tzu Chi Care recipient Awi in Malaysia to see how Tzu Chi has inspired him to help the poor. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Helen Liao. Thank you for joining us. To help the less fortunate in the Philippines, Tzu Chi volunteers arrive in Bacoor City of Cavite Province with rice, second-hand clothes, and daily necessities, helping a total of 783 households.
Inside this humble wood house is where Rowena and her family live. Every time the monsoon rain comes or the tide rises, the life of Rowena's family is severely affected.
I hope that my children can finish their studies and do not have a similar fate like me. I don't want them to experience hunger, which we have experienced from time to time.
To offer help to families like Rowena, Tzu Chi volunteers arrived in Bacoor City of Cavite Province with much needed rice and other relief items. In total, the volunteers helped over 700 households from 7 different barangays.
During the storm, the sea is very rough, so my husband cannot work on the fishery boat. These aid supplies you gave us are more than what I expected. I'm so happy.
These aid supplies are enough to sustain our life for several days. I'm truly thankful to the Tzu Chi Foundation for your help. With these, we will not have to spend money buying rice, because we only get to buy rice when we have income. If we don't, then we cannot buy rice.
Despite living in difficulty, these residents still learn to give as a way to reciprocate Tzu Chi's love and care.
Next, we meet Chen Yanting, who is a teacher at the Nippon Tabot Tzu Chi Kindergarten in Malaysia. Before Chen's encounter with Tzu Chi, she treated others with less respect. However, after becoming a Tzu Chi, Chen has slowly changed her view of life and become more determined to become a good teacher.
I am a Tzu Chi and also a student receiving the Tzu Chi education. To improve society, if there are more youngsters like me, this troubled society would become more harmonious.
The education of Tzu Chi has deeply changed Chen Yanting and made her realize the importance of education. Therefore, she planned to join Tzu Chi's education mission after her graduation. Getting involved with Tzu Chi's events has changed Chen's behavior towards others.
For example, before, when I was with my friends, I would make fun of what others did in the past in order to make my other friends laugh. That was what I used to do to others.
Chen Yanting became a Tzu Chi while studying culinary arts at Sabah University. 2 years after her graduation, Nippon Tabot Tzu Chi Kindergarten opened and she started teaching there.
While taking part in the sign language performance of purity, great love and innumerable meanings from learning sign language and reading scriptures, I realized that everyone needs to do their good deeds. Since I have the ability to help others and don't need to take care of many household matters at the moment, I think now it is time for me to join Tzu Chi. What am I waiting for?
In addition to teaching, every day Chen also leads her students in group activities and accompanies them at mealtime. Hong Renyu is 4 years old. It was difficult to teach him reading when he first entered the Tzu Chi kindergarten because he was very naughty. But Chen continued to teach him with love and care. Thanks to Chen's patience, now the little boy has changed for the better.
After attending the Tzu Chi kindergarten, he has become much more thoughtful and focused. Before, he was uncooperative and would argue with everyone. I'm very grateful to teacher Chen because my son has shown a great improvement in just 3 or 4 months.
Through Tzu Chi's moral education and practice of good deeds, Chen hopes that through her teaching and inspiration, she will keep the cycle of merit flowing.
In Malaysia's cadet, Tzu Chi volunteers have been caring for the needy in the Thai village of Pedu, and among the care recipients is Iwi. In 2010, Iwi was involved in a work accident that left him jobless. Touched by Tzu Chi volunteers' selfless dedication, after he made a full recovery, Iwi decided to discontinue Tzu Chi's subsidy and started practice recycling to help the needy. Riding his motorcycle while looking around for recyclables along the street, this is former Tzu Chi Care recipient Iwi. To be able to collect all the recyclables he has found, Iwi even added a cart behind his motorcycle.
Vừa là sao? Hati tinggi, hati bersih. Tak lah something. Rasa ada semangat, rasa senang boleh tolong orang-orang lain.
3 years ago, Iwi injured his back in a work accident and was unable to work. Thankfully, Tzu Chi has decided to take this family under its wings. Touched by Tzu Chi volunteers' love and care, Iwi has changed for the better.
Before my encounter with Tzu Chi, I always felt that life was full of darkness. After meeting the Buddhist NGO, I became more optimistic.
After Iwi made a full recovery, he found a job that has improved his family's financial situation. Iwi has even asked Tzu Chi to stop providing subsidy for his family and started practicing recycling.
After he got a job, he discontinued his subsidy. He says the money can help those in greater need.
He has changed from a receiver to a giver. It is really amazing.
Now financially independent, Iwi has become a Tzu Chi member. To help those in greater need, Iwi has adopted a bamboo coin bank and placed it beside an ancestral tablet so he can donate his love to Tzu Chi every day after honoring his ancestors.
The volunteers explained to me the history of Tzu Chi and that the Buddhist NGO started from housewives donating spare change to help the less fortunate. They have inspired me to adopt a bamboo coin bank.
To have a better understanding of the Buddhist NGO, Iwi and his wife had joined the local Tzu Chi volunteer training seminar. Although unfamiliar to the Chinese language, through the seminar, Iwi has learned that it is more blessed to give than to receive. In the future, Iwi will continue to donate his love and practice recycling to help those in greater need. In the Dominican Republic, although the local government provides subsidy for medical examinations, medical prescriptions are still self-purchased. Thankfully, over the past 15 years, Tzu Chi's free clinics have provided free medicine for those in greater need.
In the Dominican Republic, Tzu Chi volunteers have gathered at the liaison office before a free clinic to prepare packages of medicine and vitamins. The team of doctors from the United States are not excluded from this activity, as they hope local residents can experience the love they brought. Under the bright sun and singing the Spanish version of Love and Care for All, Tzu Chi volunteers signal the start of the event. Tzu Chi La Romana School once again is transformed into a free clinic venue, where inside the classrooms are temporary patient rooms, while outside the residents are patiently waiting.
If you walk around here, you will realize that this area doesn't have any medical care facilities. The condition of their health is bad. I have seen many patients who have had their illness for a long time, yet they don't even remember when the last time they saw a doctor.
Eternal medicine Dr. Liao Yanguang checks out a 66-year-old grandmother. She complains her whole body aches and has not had money to buy medicine for a long time. This is the 6th time U.S. team of Dr. Han Mingyuan has participated in the free clinic here in the Dominican Republic. He has found that some patients will suffer from phantom illnesses.
Some patients aren't really sick, but even after we give them a thorough checkup and find nothing to be wrong, they will insist on a medical prescription to take home.
poverty brings about loss of hope and onset of degenerative diseases, which are not something these temporary clinics can solve.
Every time we leave here, we feel very guilty to not be able to care for them in a long-term way. We hope in the meantime, we can provide some spiritual support and whatever health education we can teach them.
This place lacks water resources, so their hygiene practices aren't that great. When we first started, we insisted on holding a minimum of at least one free clinic a year.
Following a patient and seeing the dirty environment he lives in reveals unsanitary conditions. Being poor, he has never been able to purchase the quality of medication Tzu Chi free clinics give him.
This is 400 grams of vitamin B. It costs only 50 pesos. It's very cheap. Normal pharmacies don't sell medicine so cheaply, but of course these dosages are of lower quality.
Poverty is sickness is a vicious cycle the local residents of Garbage Mountain cannot leave behind. In order to help the poor in La Romana province, the journey for Tzu Chi volunteers here in the Dominican Republic is not yet over.
In the aftermath of the 9/21 earthquake in 1999, Shuangwen Junior High School teacher Wang Zhongzhong was inspired to care for his students with love and care. Now, 14 years later, these students are grown up and have been invited to help guide their junior peers, ensuring that this ripe well of love continues to flow.
Taking off his cap to reveal his scar, 16-year-old Deng Weijing is a survivor of the 9/21 earthquake 14 years ago.
I was 2 years old then. My mom told me that I was caught beneath the rubble and that I was badly injured.
Zhen now cherishes each moment of his life. On weekends, he's a volunteer baseball coach for the junior peers at his alma mater.
I'm still standing here because of all the help I received, so I want to, within my means, give back to society.
The driving force is teacher Wang Zhenzhong. Wang transferred from the city to teach in the countryside, yet unable to fully adjust to the teaching environment, he was ready to leave on the eve of the quake.
2 of my students held on to me and just cried. They told me their homes have collapsed and they can't find their father. They said, "Teacher, will you come back?" The intensity of those words shook my heart more than the quake itself.
Wang chose to stay behind for his students, but what he came back to was a school left in ruins.
I will always remember what Master Zheng Yan said to us at the school's opening ceremony. She said she has tried her best to provide us with the hardware, and she is turning to us to provide the software. And by software, she meant education.
Wang went on to establish the Shuangwen Youth Corps and called on some of the school's graduates to tutor students at their alma mater.
Children of the mountainside are more easily misguided by outside influences. But here, they can play ball, run wild, scream freely, and play with enthusiasm.
Coaching basketball is just a method to attract children here. What I care more about is their aspect of life. The Youth Corps, under my leadership, aims to instill correct values such as courage, mannerisms, filial piety, and environmental protection.
I hope our actions inspire our younger brothers and sisters so that they too may be motivated to join us upon graduation.
With the help of Tzu Chi and other organizations, including the guidance of teachers, students felt loved. This process encouraged them to relay this love to others.
Love flourished in Nantou County and made its way to Taichung City.
对，好，手请放下来，这个叫做互相的帮助。我们做人就是要这样子啊。
Once a fruit farmer, Zhu Fengmei is now a DaAi mother who volunteers at Xinshe Elementary.
In the beginning, I didn't know how to interact with the students, but I often attended Jing's aphorism seminars, and I brought what I learned to them.
I'm happy each time I attend this class. They tell us stories and we learn many new things, aphorisms. I feel they're just like my parents and my teacher.
Not only are they DaAi mothers and fathers, Chen Jianxun, who is in his 70s, is a DaAi grandfather.
Whenever I'm surrounded by these little ones, I feel like I'm so many years younger. I want time to pass by quickly so I can attend Jin's aphorism classes again.
On this journey, our members have only increased, not lessened. As of this year, we have 12 DaAi mothers and fathers.
The seeds of love they planted have been deeply rooted in our school for 12 years now.
Ziji's efforts in promoting Jing's aphorism teachings have benefited our students significantly. The DaAi mothers and fathers lead by example. Even our teachers have been positively influenced.
From their teachers, students learned how to love. From their students' demeanor, these teachers see hope for the future.
A couple months ago, Xiamen Tzu Chi Care recipient Yang Xiaodong arrived at the Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital in Taiwan for treatment. Currently, Yang is recovering from his previous surgery. On September 24th, a team of doctors gathered together once again to evaluate and discuss how to better improve Yang's condition. This is Yang Xiaodong from China, Xiamen, who pushes his mother's wheelchair as his daily exercise before working on his rehabilitation. It has been 2 months since Yang Xiaodong underwent a surgery. Rehabilitation is his most important job now.
Xiaodong has difficulty walking properly, so his muscles are a bit weak. He will need a lot of training to change that. We hope to improve his balance on walking and going up and down the stairs. In the future, he will be able to do more exercises in the community.
Stretching the muscles every day is a task that Yang Xiaodong dislikes the most. Although the distance between the two poles is only 10 centimeters, it's still a difficult task for Xiaodong.
Xiaodong will feel a bit uncomfortable when we stretch his muscles. For a normal person, stretching a muscle is already difficult and uncomfortable. It is harder for Xiaodong to stretch his muscles because his pain tolerance is very low.
Today, Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital Honorary Superintendent Chen Yinghe and a team of doctors gathered together to evaluate and discuss how to improve Yang's condition.
We have checked his soft tissues, joints, and ligaments. We found out that there is still approximately a 30-degree difference in his hip and knee joints.
To speed up Yang Xiaodong's recovery, doctors at the Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital have to decide whether or not they should conduct a joint release surgery.
We need to be extra careful when conducting the joint release surgery. This surgery will help strengthen his joints, but at the same time, he may feel weak in his legs.
Carefully assessing Yang's condition, Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital Honorary Superintendent Chen Yinghe hopes that one day Xiaodong will be able to walk straight once again. In the United States, Tzu Chi volunteers continue to invite entrepreneurs to join them in doing good deeds. Pandat Express, a Chinese fast food restaurant across the country, has been a model of inspiration. The company's CEO encourages regional managers to participate in Tzu Chi's events. Furthermore, more than 10 regional managers have signed up for the English Tzu Chi volunteer training seminar.
As in the staff from now, we don't call you Mr. or Mrs. We call you brother and sister.
In the United States, Tzu Chi Dallas chapter is holding a volunteer training seminar for English speakers. Participants include 10 Panda Express regional managers and 3 parents of DaAi kindergarten students. Previously, everyone used the excuse of being busy not to participate, but now everyone is sticking to their word.
I never whole day to eat vegetarian, honestly. That's my first time the whole day. It's really clean. Now my body is really clean. My body is really clean. It's true.
We continue to have, unfortunately, because of the global climate change, we continue to have problems with the environment. And I think the natural disasters continue to get worse all over the planet. So if that's the case, we need to prepare. And I think what you're doing now in having the English program is very, very helpful.
I came from a poor country also, and I forgot what it meant to be poor. So this reminds me that I need to do something to help others.
Wherever Tzu Chi people are, they are sure to influence those around them to do the right things. Danielle Levine, who traveled to Hualien, Taiwan to participate in an entrepreneur seminar, has now gained a new outlook on life.
And it changed my thinking in a big way when I came home. I started growing a garden. We changed our driveway to the same pavers that you have so the water goes into the ground. I've been diligent about the bamboo bank, but more than just giving money, it's about making an impact as an individual.
Setting an example for others to follow, Panda Express CEO Chen Zhenchang invited Tzu Chi volunteers to join him at a meeting with his executive managers to introduce the foundation to more people.
It helps to promote Panda Express and Tzu Chi activities together, not only in Los Angeles, but other regions of the United States. We have many events to spread the love.
Not only seeking to expand their business, but also seeking to expand their wisdom. Tzu Chi volunteers continue to visit entrepreneurs in hopes of gathering more like-minded individuals to join their ranks and inspire more people to give to society.
In China, Dalian Tzu Chi volunteers arrived at the Yishouyuan nursing home to care for the senior residents there. This time their visit was joined by a 5-year-old whose youthful energy has warmed the hearts of many seniors. But first, let's go to Dongguan, where Tzu Chi volunteer Yang Xiumei baked delicious cakes for senior residents at the Hojie nursing home.
Mixing the flour and eggs, this is Tzu Chi volunteer Yang Xiumei, who insists on baking dessert for the senior residents at the Hojie nursing home. To make sure all the seniors can enjoy the cakes, Yang has thoughtfully adjusted the recipe. Other than offering cakes to the seniors, Tzu Chi volunteers have also organized various activities. This time the visit is also joined by students from the Oxford bilingual schools.
Our students understand the concept that they are more blessed to give than to receive.
This is 88-year-old senior Xu, who is celebrating her birthday with Dalian Tzu Chi volunteers. As the senior has trouble hearing, volunteer Cheng Li decided to speak slowly while writing her greetings on a piece of paper. Cheng Li says it's important to be patient and attentive when caring for seniors.
Sometimes we think that giving money to our parents is the best way to fulfill our filial duties. Many of us tend to forget that we need to be patient and attentive when caring for them.
In Dalian, Tzu Chi volunteers have been visiting the Yishouyuan nursing home on a regular basis. This is 5-year-old Sun Shuoze, whose youthful energy and smiles have warmed the hearts of many seniors. In the years to come, China Tzu Chi volunteers are promised to continue caring for seniors with love and care.
We go back to Taiwan at the end of the show, as Teachers' Day in the country is just around the corner. Tzu Chi volunteers held tea ceremonies at 2 different schools to give students the chance to thank their educators. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for watching DaAi Headlines. Goodbye.